Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's Explainer, guys. Today we're taking a look at a dream that literally millions of people share, turning content creation into a full-blown video business. We're going to do a really direct, fast-paced, and honestly super realistic breakdown of what it actually takes to succeed on a platform like YouTube. We're talking the absolute truth about the YouTube business. We're going to strip away all that surface-level glamour and look at the cold, hard facts so you can figure out exactly how to start making your moves today. So, Section 1, uparse versus andarse. Basically, what things look like from the outside compared to what's actually happening on the inside. There's just this massive gap between what we see on our screens and what a creator's life actually looks like behind closed doors. This quote we're looking at really hits the nail on the head. Starting a video business on YouTube seems as easy from the outside as the hard work and consistency it demands inside. Think about it. You're scrolling through your feed, right? You see these creators pulling in what looks like incredibly easy money, living these totally flexible lives, and it just seems effortless. But here's the reality check. You absolutely cannot have that visible, glamorous success with the invisible daily grind. It takes serious mena, real hard work behind the scenes. Moving on to Section 2, Asan kya, mushkil kya, what's actually easy and what's genuinely hard. And this brilliantly illustrates the whole situation. The divide here is pretty clear, right? Looking at the easy side, you can totally see why starting out is so accessible. Setting up a channel, it's completely free, and you can literally get started right now with the smartphone that's probably already in your hand. The barrier to entry is, well, practically zero. But then you look at the hard side. That's where the illusion shatters a bit. The tough part isn't the setup, it's the daily content creation. It's the tedious, nitty-gritty process of editing. And man, it's having the sheer patience just wait for those views to start rolling in. Let's actually slow down a second and really focus on these three elements, because this is where the heavy lifting truly happens. First up, thinking of new content every single day. We're not just talking about having one cool idea. It's about coming up with hundreds of them, day in and day out. Second, editing. It's that meticulous, sometimes exhausting work sitting behind a screen, cutting out the mistakes just to hold a viewer's attention. And third, honestly, perhaps the hardest one of all, having sabr, or patience, until the views actually come. The psychological weight of this is super heavy. I mean, you might pour your absolute heart and soul into a video, post it, and get 0 views. Crickets. The resilience it takes to wake up the very next morning and do it all over again, that is exactly what separates the creators who make it from the ones who throw in the towel. All right, let's shift gears to Section 3, agla kadam. The next step, YouTube Shorts. Now, if you're feeling a little intimidated right now, don't be. I've got some highly empowering news for you. Your existing experience making videos on Facebook and Instagram, it actually makes this transition kafi mazadar, which means quite fun. Seriously, think about it for a second. If you're already used to recording little snippets of your day, or figuring out the perfect music for an Instagram story, or even just sharing your thoughts on Facebook, you are already practicing the exact skills you need. You don't have to reinvent the wheel here. You can seamlessly translate those everyday habits right over to YouTube Shorts. And honestly, here is the absolute best part. You don't even need to start with a blank page. We've got a defined format you can jump into right now, a fast-paced 50 to 60-second YouTube short script. It uses a highly engaging template titled YouTube Business Ka Such, the truth about YouTube business. So the barrier to creating your very first video becomes almost non-existent. It's a really concise script that neatly packages everything we've talked about, and it is literally completely ready for you to just pick up your phone and record directly. So what does this all mean for you? It all builds up to one ultimate challenge. We've seen that the initial setup is a breeze, but that daily grind, the constant editing, and the patience required for views, that is going to test you for sure. But as we've also seen, you already have the social media experience to make this happen. Now it's just a matter of combining those everyday skills with some unyielding determination. So the only question left for you is this. Do you have the sabr and the mehnat to stop watching from the outside, step over to the inside, and hit record on your very first short today?